Luigi Mangione back in court this morning, exactly 1 year after the shooting death of UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson. A judge hearing hours of testimony so far this week over whether to throw out key evidence prosecutors say is central to their case. Mangione's defense attorneys argue that that evidence was collected without a paper warrant and should never have been shown to a jury. Prosecutors warn that losing it could cripple their push for a conviction. NewsNation's Laura Ingle joining us now with the latest on the case and today's hearing. Laura, good morning.
Good morning, Marni. We are outside of criminal court here in Lower Manhattan, where this critical suppression hearing is about ready to get underway. It's supposed to start at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, so we're just a few minutes away waiting to find out if Luigi has been brought into the courtroom. We know his defense attorneys have made their way inside as well. And today we are expecting, as you mentioned, a continuation of that key part of this case. Will the questions that Luigi Mangione was asked before he was arrested in the search of his backpack be allowed into testimony in this trial? And we're talking about the state case here. Did they have that right, the police, before arresting him? Now, all of this involves the state case again against Mangione. He's still got the federal case to go. The judge has already hinted this hearing could stretch into next week, and prosecutors say the ruling could really make or break their case. And it comes exactly as you mentioned, 1 year to the day after prosecutors say Mangione shot UnitedHealthcare CEO Brian Thompson from behind as he walked to an investor conference in Midtown Manhattan. Now, Mangione has pleaded not guilty to a long list of state and federal charges, including first-degree murder, terrorism, stalking, and firearms offenses. On Tuesday, the court saw body cam video from that moment that police approached Mangione inside a McDonald's in Altoona, Pennsylvania. And for about 20 minutes, officers questioned him. They asked him some pretty basic stuff, asking him his name, whether he had been in New York, even why he seemed nervous before reading him his Miranda rights. The video also showed officers moving and then later opening his backpack, where they say they found key evidence, a 9mm handgun, that ghost gun that they believe matches the murder weapon, a magazine, and a notebook with writings about hostility toward health insurers and about killing a CEO. Now, the defense says none of that should be allowed in court, arguing the questioning happened before the Miranda rights and the backpack search was done without a warrant. Prosecutors say officers were responding to a safety concern, that the early questions were voluntary, and that tossing out this evidence would deal a serious blow to their case. So this has really been going on for quite a while. A lot of people thought this might have been wrapped up by the end of the week. But again, now we're hearing that this could stretch into next week. And obviously, this is a very important part of this case as we wait for Luigi Mangione to enter the courtroom and continue the suppression hearing here today. We'll bring you more. Marni?
Laura, what has his demeanor been like in court throughout all of this, and also people who have shown up who support him?
Yeah, you know, we've seen his supporters out here this week. I went over just to the courtroom doors a few moments ago, and I didn't see anybody. They're probably already inside. But the supporters remain steadfast that they don't believe that he should be charged with this long list of charges. And of course, he's got his public defense fund that people have been donating to that's gone over $1 million. And as far as his demeanor goes, look, he's been able to wear his street clothes inside. He seems to be fairly confident, but keeping that stoic face, smiling occasionally to and with his defense attorneys at the defense table. But he's not been making any statements or anything like that. But he seems to be, you know, just taking it all in and being very engaged with his defense, with his attorneys at the table.
Yeah, another important day in New York. All right, Laura, thank you for the update.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.